time.
And you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this? After a year or two, perhaps even passing Kareem, that's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy.
Here's Brown. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first four.
And the basket by Westbrook. And Clark, LeBron already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You added up his brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when you're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible what he's been able to do. Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
The Celtics with the lead. Smart outside. Left side, Brown. Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Smart. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Outside Davis. Westbrook outside. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Horford outside. To the left side wing. Back to Brown. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. Westbrook right side. And Westbrook draws the double. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Up top, Tatum. Back to Smart. Looking to end the drought. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Nope, 4 for 7 now. It's Brown on the wing. Launches it. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Westbrook outside. It's Bazemore on the wing. It's stolen by Smart. It's Brown on the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers. And it's James with the jam.
Assisted by,
you know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Celtics.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And for much of his career, Jordan has been surrounded by unbelievable talent.
Well, you think about it, B.A. Hall and Griffin in L.A., Durant, Irving, and Harden in Brooklyn. I don't know how you get much better than those five.
All right, look who's coming on onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Schroeder. From the top of the key, count the basket.
Schroeder.
In today's game, to be a successful guard like Schroeder, knocking down jumpers is really a must.
The Lakers trail. Here's Bradley. Pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Now here's Schroeder. Back to Williams. That shot, no good. Howard with some nice D. James with the ball. Yep, that one goes. James has got 6.
You know, LeBron in the paint, I think, is major trouble for just about every defender. He can power his way to the basket, or he can pass you into being dizzy.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Anthony outside. James left side. James double teamed. Pass to Bradley. Back to James. Fader on the way. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Give him 8 points now.
Coming out hot. 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
That's green. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Pass to Anthony. To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Down low. Kick out to Brown. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Schroeder with it. And Howard picks him up defensively. Brown inside. And the jam by Brown.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball hand. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
And the Celtics making a change here.
For the Celtics, Al Horford.
Right side Schroeder. A shot from the high post. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, that's just an intelligent play call by Schroeder there, using the pick to get himself a good look.
Celtics foul.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
His first personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
LeBron James.
Guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. And the longevity of LeBron's greatness is unprecedented. The oldest starter in the league last season and still producing at an MVP level.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Here's Horford. Howard grabs the miss. What's incredible for LeBron is not just how good he is at his age, but the mileage on his body grip.
So true, B.A. I mean, just 3 players in NBA history have exceeded 60,000 minutes played, including the playoffs. That's Kareem, Karl Malone, and the one and only LeBron James.
And the Celtics in possession here. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Outside, Brown. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Hey, Brown is very serious about his scoring. I mean, he's got the green light to fire up from just about anywhere out there, and he takes full advantage of it.
And that one's good. James.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. Outside Schroeder. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. His first shot coming late.
Well, Richardson's quickness really makes him a tough defender. He's just all over you.
And so it's close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
To the left wing. Outside, Rondo. It's Ellington on the wing. Pass to Howard. Over Horford. And he can't bank that one in. Boston trailing. Here's Williams. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Outside Tatum. Williams on the wing. This one for 3. Goes back up. Outside Schroeder. Second chance effort.
So active on this end of the floor. Love watching Howard use his wingspan to bother scorers.
Back to Horford. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Wide open. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Three-pointer Anthony. Drops in the 3. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Left side Williams. Out to Horford. Back to Williams. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Lakers ball.
And here's Rondo. Davis. It's good on the putback. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. From deep. They get it again. Horford. Oh, they get a hand on it.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now here's Davis. And the layup falls.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Once AD gets the ball inside, he's about there. And a little power takes care of the rest.
Pass to Horford. Out to Schroeder. The three. Howard grabs the miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Ellington. Lets it go from deep. Tries again. And Howard with the lay-in. Howard's got 6.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Horford outside. Out left to the wing. Schroeder with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively.
Dennis Schroeder. That's his first personal foul.
And the Lakers have possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers.
They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
DeAndre Jordan.
And finished off by Davis.
Russell Westbrook.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Pass to Richardson. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-2 run. And he lobs it up top.
Anthony Davis.
And finished off by Davis.
DeAndre.
Liking the shot selection by Davis there. I mean, just really smart basketball. Take what the defense gives you.
With the teardrop.
Russell Westbrook.
And the nice bucket inside from Westbrook.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Now Schroeder. And there's always been dialogue between NBA officials and the coaches and players. Some concern that it's gotten too chippy of late, Clark. That's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look, and you certainly have to recognize the fact that both sides are humans and emotions are going to run hot at times. The league has rules about how you engage with officials. I think you should actually have some give and take, but it should be toned down from what it has been recently.
Now here's Westbrook. And Westbrook draws the double. Clock is at 3.
DeAndre
And
Jordan.
slam dunk by
The
Jordan.
assist.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Malik
Connects from downtown.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3-ball. I mean, fantastic.
Josh
Measuring those long-range
Richardson.
shots up and knocking
His
them down.
first personal foul.
Free throw's good.
Team
Jordan. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so it's Boston with it. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Brown. All alone. Jump shot is good. Brown's got 21.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Davis down low. Davis drawing the double team. Pass to Westbrook. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock.
A 24
Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Ball.
Here's Smart. It's Williams. High post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his second basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Jordan. Now Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Anthony. Williams grabs the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Smart outside. Oh, rejected by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 12. And they'll get another chance. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Here's Brown. He's off on the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Goes up on the wing. Up top, Tatum. Shoots over Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Good chance here for Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Out to Horford. Boston, no good that time either. Up top, Davis. Westbrook outside. Pass to Anthony. Let's go with a three.
Carmelo.
That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
He buries it from 3. Horford's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3, Westbrook. It doesn't go for him. And Boston going the other way now. Pass to Horford. Horford draws the double. Smart for 3. Rebound by the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Smart. And that one drops. Smart's got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds, and wrecks defenses in transition.
Now here's Monk. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Brown. Davis misses.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Smart with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively.
Boston.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
We've got 22 seconds left in the half. And Jordan comes to help. The kick out to Richardson. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 14. And Brown with the stuff.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Jordan misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now here's Westbrook. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Davis. Pass to Bazemore. Takes a three. That's in there.
Bazemore.
Davis with the assist. Bazemore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now here's Horford. Jacks up a three. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money for
DeAndre Jordan.
Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
LeBron.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan. Now throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Marcus Smart.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see.
First team
Textbook
foul.
positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Westbrook. To the middle. Up again. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebound is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about
His
that.
first personal foul.
That free throw no good.
First team foul.
That one misses. Now Los Angeles with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Davis. Back to Bazemore. Brown with the block. Shot to stop the run. And here is Williams. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes it on the layup. Brown's got 27.
Marcus Smart.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Now here's Westbrook.
Celtics foul.
He's got 16.
Marcus Smart.
And Marcus Smart
That's his
picks up the
third
foul.
Personal foul.
That's his third foul so
Second
far.
team foul.
Up top, Westbrook. Rebound, Boston. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Anthony Davis.
Apparently, he didn't appreciate giving up points.
I mean, just throws it down right in the man's face.
How about that, guys? A big-time answer. He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Here's Brown. Following the score by the Lakers. 4 on the clock. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Pass to Bazemore. And here's Davis. Williams defending. Bazemore.
Kent Bazemore.
That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Jordan misses.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Up top, Davis. Back to Bazemore. Outside for Davis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Davis has got 14 points. Pass to Tatum. From 12 feet. Goes up from the block. Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 31 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here is James. 14 points for him. Back to Jordan. Fires from deep. That shot off. And Boston going the other way now.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Here's Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass arrives.
Boston foul.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
You really get it all with Russell Westbrook. His versatility as a player is truly exceptional. That's what allows him to crank out triple-doubles one after another.
And while Westbrook has led the league in triple-doubles many seasons, I think that stat is also a testament to his hustle.
Yeah, when it comes to pure energy, Westbrook is maybe unmatched. He's the ultimate hard worker. Every minute he's on the floor, he's doing his best to make an impact on the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Richardson.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. Here's Williams. Outside Tatum. Out to Schroeder. Over Westbrook. Boston, no good that time either. Now Los Angeles with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Doumbouya. And Williams over to help. Oh, he misses the dunk. Williams in the post. Here's Schroeder. Driving to the basket. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Now, it took some time, but Schroeder found a home with the Celtics. Now, he didn't get the big payday he was hoping for, but a short deal still allows him to prove what he can do. A great deal to bring a talent like Schroeder to this Boston team. I actually like this fit. I think it's going to work well for both.
Here's Doumbouya. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Here's Williams. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Robert Williams.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Tipped. And Williams over to help. It's Ellington on the wing. Here's Reeves. Here's Doumbouya. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Williams. Doumbouya grabs a miss. And stolen by Williams. Outside Richardson. Drives to the hoop.
Well, that's a really good fake by Richardson that time. Gets the defender totally off balance and out of position and draws the foul.
Personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
Josh.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to Jordan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Williams. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Double team on James. Here's Doumbouya. Schroeder with a rebound. Outside, Williams.
Charging foul called on
Go basket.
Grant Williams. That's his second personal foul.
The Celtics making a
Coming
switch
onto
here.
the floor for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Reeves. Pass to Doumbouya. Now here's Anthony. The 3-ball. And no good. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Anthony outside. Pass to Reeves. Here's Doumbouya. He's guarded by Canner. Here's Doumbouya. Over Canner. That one's wide left. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Pure from three-point range.
Richardson.
You know, that shot right there, Richardson's three-point shooting, is what's helped him stay in the league as a second-round pick.
LeBron James.
Great positioning on the putback. James has got 16 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Schroeder into the lane. Soft touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Here's Ellington. No good on the 3.
Just enough of a shot control. Oh, wow. Come away.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Here's Reeves. To the inside. James, right side. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Celtic ball.
Here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. On the take. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
It's Ellington on the wing. Back to James. James double teamed. Clock at 6. Inside. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Celtics.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And Boston calls time here.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Lakers substitution, Malik Monk. Rajon Rondo.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Brown. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right? And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Right side Schroeder. Pass to Canner. Rondo on the double team. Out to Schroeder. That one's good from the corner.
Schroeder has worked to become a proficient shooter off the catch. You know, that was not a strength of his coming into the league.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
The Lakers in the lead. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Knocks it loose.
Out of bounds.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Lakers substitution, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook.
That'll be a 5-second call.
An inbound violation.
They're finally taking care of the ball and playing smarter. Turnovers were a problem early on.
Schroeder into the lane. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. The kick out to Williams. They double him with Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the tray.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so deadly.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time.
Russell Westbrook.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Outside Richardson. Poke loose. Stolen by Davis. And there's the lob.
Boy, talk about an advanced playmaker. Westbrook can make passes that other players just can't.
Over to the left wing. To the wing on the left. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
What makes Cantor special? He's a center by trade, but his offensive game is so diverse. A solid passer.
To the paint. The shot. Here's Davis.
Boston foul.
B.A. and Anthony Davis, you got a big man who can give you 28 a game and
Personal foul.
contend for Defensive Player of the Year. Enough said.
Both free throws good from Davis.
You know, I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Kanter. The kick out to Williams. And the Celtics another three. And Davis standing 6'10" with a 7'6" wingspan. His sphere of influence, let's call it, is gigantic.
B.A., I love that phrase, sphere of influence, and that's exactly what A.D. has. Multiple first-time all-defense selections, and rightfully so. This guy gets it done at both ends.
Here's Kanter. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And the Lakers have possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Down low. Here's Westbrook. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Outside Schroeder. And stolen by Anthony. And it's the Lakers on the break. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Davis.
And Davis slams it home.
Things really rolling for A.D. now. This could be a big night for him.
The kick out to Richardson. Boston again missing. And the Lakers have possession. They're leading by 8. High post Davis. Here's Anthony. Here's Dumboya. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Enes Kanter.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to Williams. The kick to Tatum. That shot is off. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Tatum. To the left wing. Back to Westbrook. The 3 is up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Lakers ball.
Westbrook right side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to James. It's stolen by Smart. Brown with it. Shoots over Monk. Out to Horford. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Westbrook outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Dumboya. The Lakers with another miss. Boston trailing. Stripped it away. Westbrook right side. Pass to Dumboya. Goes up on the baseline. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Tatum drives in. And finished off by Tatum.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
Pass to Brown. Horford outside. Horford draws the double. Brown inside. Now Williams. Monk covers. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Celtics making a switch here.
Now into the lineup.
The Lakers in the lead.
Dennis Schroeder.
Now here's Westbrook. Inside. And that one's good. Dumbuya.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Los Angeles foul.
Brad, he hails from Germany. Dennis Schroeder, one of the fastest guys in the league. He is a blur when he's on his game.
And also, let's not forget, I mean, he played 3 years professionally in his native Germany before coming to the association, and he has never looked back. And Russell Westbrook on the move once again, this time to the Lakers. Now, what's interesting, I mean, he played so long for the OKC Thunder, and now on his 4th team in the past 4 years. But still, you can't deny the impact when he's on the floor.
It's Bazemore on the wing. Here's James.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
The Lakers making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Left side, Tatum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Anthony outside. Pass to Bazemore. Knocked away. 5 on the clock. Shakes him. And the layup is good.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And it's a Celtics ball. Out left to the wing. There's Tatum with the 3. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Bazemore. Some solid defense from Williams. Horford outside. Pass to Schroeder. Fires for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Schroeder not backing away from the important shots. He knows how to deliver in a big way and how to go out and make it happen.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. So it's the Lakers now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to James. Right side, Davis. Shot clock at 5. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
On the attack, Schroeder. Rebound by the Lakers. To the paint. Back to Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Boston with the ball. And so it's the Lakers with it. Leading by 5. And they recover it.
There's another opportunity. Everything's going right for these guys.
James brings the double team. Horford left side. Going inside. Oh, sweet move. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
James outside. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Brown inside. Left side Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. And he drives in. Here's Tatum. And the Celtics call time here. They trail by 5. 1:11 left in the fourth.
Fans, your Celtics dancers.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during the break. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Horford handling his business. That's why experience is so valuable.
To the inside. Brown with the steal. Money.
I tell you, somebody got to Al Horford. He's playing with a lot of fire.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Outside, Brown. And buries it from deep.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Anthony outside. Three-pointer. It's good from beyond the arc.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
To the paint. It's Brown on the wing. There's Tatum with the 3. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.